Spiderman, Spiderman, does whatever a spider can. That's the only part I know.
I think that's it. I think that's
is that's the whole thing?
No, there's more. It's just I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know.
I've never bothered to learn it.
There's still an echo.
I know there's still an echo. Dave can fix that. Dave can fix a lot of stuff.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave does whatever a Dave can.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did I use that part?
No,
I did. I guess I did. Okay. So the reason that we opened with the Spider-Man song is because we're going to be drinking coffee with the Manatees and discussing the new Spider-Man movie.
I mean, neither one of us is drinking coffee. I just finished up a glass of wine.
And Casey didn't actually watch the movie.
I watched it.
No, you didn't.
I've seen Marvel movies.
But you didn't watch the new one.
But I can probably guess everything that happened.
Yeah, because you read it on Wikipedia.
Did I?
Yes.
Probably.
The echoes.
That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like.
It's horrifying.
Enjoy it.
It's horrifying.
It's not great.
Wow, thanks.
Wow.
Okay, so
we're talking about Spider-Man Far From Home on Coffee at the Matinee.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, so you saw it. What were your impressions?
Yeah, so by the way, it's just Missy and Casey today.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know. I really liked it, but I have this thing about Marvel movies where, like, I'll go and see it, and I'll be like, oh my god, this is going to be, like, the longest, action-packed, which can be boring type of movie. I know, that sounds really...
How is action boring?
Because
well, no,
it's
that's
like
a lie. That I can qualify as action boring. Yeah, Endgame was boring.
We're not going there. We're not going there. Anyway. But yeah, sometimes, like, an action and adventure movie can be really boring for me, because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
And so, as soon as it started, I was like, no, okay, this is good. Like, Spider-Man, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He does a really good job. I hate Zendaya. She can fuck off. I hate her.
Okay.
I hate her so much. Right. I don't think she's talented. I don't think she's pretty. I don't think she's a good actress. Like, just, no. She's not a good singer.
I don't get the appeal.
No, not at all.
I found her really obnoxious in, what was that, Homecoming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so in this one, she's like, so, I know you're Spider-Man. I figured it out. Okay.
Right.
Good for you. God, she just drives me crazy. I don't like her. I didn't have the best impression of Mysterio. His costume was pathetic.
I actually like the design.
Really?
Yeah. I showed you what the original one looked like.
That's true, you did.
Like, and it's just like quilted spandex.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the comic, for sure.
But the fun part of Mysterio is that, like, he doesn't have powers.
No.
Everything he has is all trickery and lies, and that's really cool.
I mean, he was a good villain, and I knew that he was going to be the villain because there was nothing else going on. Well, really?
Like, his intro in this mirrors how he first showed up in the comics.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, that's
like,
good that they're following
not exactly, but it's just like he shows up as like an ally, quote unquote, and then reveals like he was just doing it as a long con.
Yeah, because he wants to be like the best and all that.
Right.
Which kind of reminds me of The Incredibles, because that's what Syndrome wanted. He wanted to be the #1 superhero.
Did he?
He did.
I thought it was just he wanted to get revenge on Mr. Incredible because Mr. Incredible was a huge chode.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you right now that we're talking about The Incredibles.
It's one of 6 Disney bullshit movies I've seen.
Isn't it Pixar?
Wasn't it Disney Pixar?
I don't know. Whatever. Not the point. But yeah, he wanted to get revenge on Mr. Incredible, but he also wanted to get rid of all of the other superheroes so that he would be the only superhero and have all the fame and glory.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it.
That's okay. But yeah, the whole, we have to save the world from the elementals. I was like, that is just being thrown in there. Like, this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, because the backstory was, like, he broke through dimensional walls when Thanos did the snap.
Right.
That was his thing. So that kind of made sense.
Yeah.
In a way, up until you realize, oh, it's all bullshit.
Right, and I loved when they revealed that it was all bullshit. Like, as soon as he handed over the glasses. Edith, that's what it was, yeah. Yeah. I liked Edith. She was pretty great.
I didn't catch who did the voice. I didn't look
God. I have no idea.
Because all I remember is that after Tony gave up Jarvis became Vision, Then he had Friday, and Friday, if I remember correctly, was Merida. Kelly McDonald. No.
Doesn't ring a bell to me. I know who Merida is,
Right.
yeah, but
Like, that was the voice of
Okay.
Friday.
I didn't even know about Friday.
What was that? I guess Age of Ultron was when he picked up that one?
There's so many details in the Marvel movies that, like, I just give up.
Yeah, I think there's so few things I remember from a lot of the Marvel movies, but I pick up on dumb bullshit like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was action-packed, and I liked how Peter was not the main superhero at first, because that just reiterates the fact that he's a kid and he's still getting over the loss of Iron Man.
Right.
And later, when he becomes like the main hero and he's fighting Mysterio, I loved that battle. I thought that was awesome, which it's a shame you didn't see it. But it was visually stunning.
I'm sure it was special effects laden and generic.
It was really good, though. It was. I really enjoyed it. And I think they did a good job of making sure that he was still a kid throughout it. Like, he didn't know what to do.
Right, because he's still in high school.
Right,
because it's 5 years after the snap, and, like, he has to, everybody has to redo high school.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Like,
funny.
That just sucks. But, and the end kind of... Oh, the very end fucking blew my mind.
Which very end? At the very end of the credits?
Yeah.
Where Nick Fury wasn't Nick Fury?
What?
Did you not see it till the very end of the credits?
I guess not.
Yeah. So after, like, that mid-credits thing where J.K. Simmons comes back as J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
No. At the very end of the credits...
Oh, shit.
Nick Fury wasn't Nick Fury. Nick Fury and Maria Hill were Skrulls.
Who?
The aliens from Captain Marvel.
Aliens.
Yes. Shape-shifting aliens.
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 What was their purpose then? Why were they trying to...
Did you not see Captain Marvel?
No.
Captain Marvel was okay. So the two Skrulls that were pretending to be Nick Fury and Maria Hill, they had been friends of Nick Fury and Captain Marvel. Nick Fury had asked the two of them to stay behind on Earth and pretend to be them for whatever reason.
Oh, so they're good guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I thought maybe they were bad guys, but
No.
when Mysterio fucking outed Peter.
Oh yeah, that was fine. That was interesting.
Oh my god. Like, that pissed me off though. It was like, who?
Why? Because everybody else knows who all these other heroes are. Why should he get to be special?
Because he's a kid. He needs to get his shit together first.
He's old enough to be a superhero.
He's kind of not. Like, he's kind of really not. Like, the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, he seemed more...
The one and only Spider-Man?
Yes.
The one true Spider-Man?
Yeah, the one true Spider-Man. For sure, he was great.
Yeah.
But he seemed like he was ready to be a superhero. And Tom Holland, I almost said Hiddleston. I was like, that's not right. That's Loki. But yeah, he just doesn't... He's not quite there yet, but that's the point.
Yeah.
And so I like that.
Because they're setting him up to be, like, the new Iron Man of the next Avengers team.
That's never going to happen.
That's what it's setting up to be.
Right, but it's not going to happen correctly, at least in my head. But when
the way it's going.
Well, when he went to make his new suit,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where I saw the Iron Man a little bit, when he was, like, really thinking about everything that he could put into it and doing the math and all of that. So, like, that was good. It's really interesting that Fury was not Fury, because I thought he was just such an asshole.
Yeah, well, he's always an asshole.
Right.
You should see Captain Marvel. You might get a kick out of it.
Yeah, I might.
It's fine.
I'll check it out.
It's not the greatest Marvel movie, but it's not, like, the worst or the most mediocre.
Yeah.
I didn't hate watching it.
Okay. I mean, Brie Larson is pretty attractive, so...
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I think overall I would give it, like, a 7 out of 10. How about you? What are your thoughts?
Because it's just another Marvel movie, and I'm done giving Marvel and Disney money. I don't know. For everything I read, from all the clips I've seen, I wouldn't go higher than, like, a 6. Because nothing seems memorable. Except for J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's interesting, because I'd read spoilers months ago, months ago, from the site where I also got Endgame spoilers, which all turned out to be true. So I thought, okay, these are probably pretty true, which they kind of were.
Mm-hmm.
So, in these spoilers I had read, Nick Fury also wasn't Nick Fury,
Okay.
but instead he was a lesser known Spider-Man villain known as the Chameleon.
Okay.
And he was there to gather Mysterio, Vulture, and Scorpion, who they introduced in Homecoming, very, very smallly, to start building the Sinister Six. That
sounds way better than what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Actually.
But because Disney and Marvel don't like to do crazy, scary things.
Well, yeah.
Because James Gunn and Taika Waititi are the most outlandish directors they're going to allow.
Okay.
James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy, and Taika Waititi did Thor 3.
Okay.
He did Thor Ragnarok,
mm-hmm.
which that's the most watchable.
It's a good one
of the movies, and the Guardians movies are the most interesting.
No, they're the fucking worst.
They're the most interesting.
They're the worst. Fuck Gamora. Anyway.
It's more than just Gamora.
No, I know, but I hate Gamora.
I'm not a fan of it.
I hate Star-Lord.
I don't like him either.
I hate Rocket.
I don't mind Rocket.
I hate Groot. What is his purpose? He is a tree. There's no purpose.
He is Groot.
Right. That's it. I'm not saying there's no purpose for trees, because obviously there are. But, you only say, I am Groot. No fucking shit.
No, he doesn't. It's just, that's all he can say in our language.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing to me. It's the same thing. God. And then, the other two, who I can't even remember their names because they're not important.
Drax.
Okay.
Who's mastered the art of being invisible by standing completely still. What's the other one you're talking about?
She was that alien one.
Oh, Mantis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mantis is fine. I don't know, she's...
Lame. It's fucking lame. They're all lame. I hate them all.
Well, fine, because Guardians 3 will have Thor in it. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, Thor shouldn't be in it.
Why not?
Because Thor is a god.
No, he's not. He's an extra-dimensional alien.
Thor is a god of thunder.
Right, in the comics. But in
oh my god,
the Marvel movies, he's been reclassified as an alien. He comes from another dimension, therefore he's an alien.
That pisses me off. See, that's why I don't like
What's the
Marvel
fun in
sometimes.
having a god?
What do you mean? You're writing a story about a god.
That's different.
Oh.
That's different because they're in the Marvel verse. There's higher stakes, than just having just a god. Also consider they brought Thor in the 60s.
Oh my god, I can't. The more I talk about it, the more annoyed I'm getting with Marvel.
Welcome to my world.
There's just too much. There's too much with Marvel.
There's so much bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did really like the Spider-Man movie. Who messed up the tape though? That was my issue. When Mysterio was Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Obviously somebody had to edit that.
Probably him. I don't know.
Before he died? That wouldn't have made sense.
I don't know.
Right,
Mysterio's all about misdirection. He's all about lies and misdirection. He's like a politician.
No, but there had to have been somebody else on his team that edited that video.
I don't know what to tell you.
Either they answer that in the next movie, or it's just nothing.
It.
They should.
Here's the thing: if they had brought in Chameleon, then that would answer your question.
Yeah, and it's just Mysterio,
right?
Or Mysterion.
Mysterio. Okay. Mysterion is South Park.
Anyway,
you like Spider-Man. I didn't like Spider-Man.
What else is new? Seriously,
that's the crux of this relationship.
Yeah, that's the majority of what I have to say about it, though.
That's fine, because it's a Marvel movie. There's not much to go into.
Yeah. I mean, he did eventually get with MJ.
Cool.
At the end, but I don't like them together at all.
Shot his white goo everywhere.
Yeah. But I still don't like that about this Spider-Man. That it's all...
mechanical?
Yeah.
It was originally.
In the comics, yes, but not in the first Spider-Man. In the first Spider-Man, it came out of his body.
Right, which is one of my favorite things as well. I like that it was part of the mutation, but...
Right, because that makes sense.
Right, but it also... For the comics, he's supposed to be this uber nerd, this chemistry buff, and fine, he made the stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, but eventually, during battle, you're gonna run out of web fluid.
Right, and he does multiple times, but that's why he's got the suit, that's why he's got, like, the multiple cartridges, so he can just change it on the fly.
Then eventually you're gonna run out of cartridges.
Alright, okay, fine, then he's still gonna have the fucking proportionate strength and agility of a fucking spider. He'll be fine.
There's spiders that are like this big.
Right, and they're ridiculously strong.
Yeah, except if you go to squish it, it will die.
Right, because you're thousands of times its size.
Whatever. I'm just saying. But I do think that Spider-Man is one of the better superheroes.
Okay, so how do you feel if they brought... You saw Venom, right?
I did.
Yeah, hilarious.
It was really good.
How did you feel about them bringing that Venom and the Tom Holland Spider-Man together? Because I think they were talking about that possibility.
I wouldn't mind it. I'd go see it in theaters. I think it would be good.
Yeah, hilarious.
But
I can't not laugh at Venom.
I liked Venom. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I actually really liked it.
I didn't think it was gonna be as funny as it was.
You think all the wrong things are funny. You think funerals are funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it's funny because, like, what do you do when you go to a funeral and there's, like, a sudden barbecue? You get a little suspicious.
Sudden barbecue.
Yeah, you get a little suspicious. Like, this was a closed casket. All of a sudden, there's food.
You wouldn't have a problem with that.
No, I wouldn't. That's not the point.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that would be interesting. But wasn't Venom kind of a good guy by the end of the movie?
Right, which is another funny thing. Like,
okay.
They market it so much as, we're done making superhero movies, the world has enough superheroes, and they just made him into another fucking superhero. And Sony didn't have the balls to make it R-rated just to show him eating people.
Okay, but it's more like how Deadpool is a superhero.
He's an anti-hero.
Right. And so I think they were trying to do the same thing with Venom.
Which they really did not succeed with.
I liked it. I don't know what you're talking about.
They neutered him so badly.
The Venom in the third Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was interesting.
It was fine.
I didn't like that fucking Eric Foreman was in it.
Oh, Topher Grace. He was good.
No, he wasn't. He was Eric Foreman the whole time.
Well, yeah, he's always going to be Eric Foreman.
Right.
Like, even watching him in Predators, he's just like Eric Foreman. Predators. Yeah, it's the third one. It's really good.
Sure. Okay.
It's great.
Okay. But yeah, no, like, some actors just get stuck with that one role that they did.
Right, because he did it for like 10 years.
Yeah. But Ashton Kutcher did that for 10 years, and he's been in a lot of other things.
And he's still just dumb Ashton Kutcher.
But he's Ashton Kutcher, he's not Kelso.
That's not his name?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
You've never watched that 70s show?
No.
Okay.
If I wanted the thrill of experiencing a lobotomy, I'd just watch 2.5 Men again.
Wow. That whole sentence. First of all, fuck 2.5 Men.
It's garbage.
It is, but you would rather watch that than that 70s show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We do not agree on this at all.
Like, they're both garbage, but for some reason, like, drunk me loves 2.5 Men.
Oh my god.
Not loves. Loves is a strong term. Drunk me occasionally chuckles at 2.5 Men.
You went from love to occasionally chuckle.
It's the same thing.
It's different.
It's the same thing.
Oh my god. Back to Spider-Man. Okay, so one of the things that I didn't fully get was when they were in Italy and the first elemental attacks.
Also, like, just a quick sidetrack. Like, how could you tell they were in Italy? From everything I had seen, like, there was no proper shot of Italy.
They said they were going to Italy, and then the next frame was they were in Italy.
But, like, you want to see Italy, because Italy's a pretty town.
It's not about that, though. It's about...
Yes, it is, because it's called
not.
Far From Fucking Home.
Did you see that interview with Tom Holland where he was like, yeah, when we did Homecoming, I was nowhere near my home, and then when we did Far From Home, it was like 20 minutes away from my house.
Yeah. That's right, because he's English.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, Call Me By Your Name, you see Italy.
Yeah, so with the elemental, and they showed them in, like, the gondola a couple times.
But that's, like, that doesn't mean anything. You can be in a gondola at fucking Clementon Park. All I'm saying
it's
is,
for
like,
you to assume.
But they actually are in Italy.
Are they?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, that was one of their big marketing pushes, was that, we actually left Hollywood behind. We're not doing this on a soundstage. We're in fucking Italy.
Oh, whatever.
Fine.
I don't know. I saw a decent amount of it. It doesn't really matter to me. But with the Elemental, was the water one.
Hydro Man.
Sure.
It's an actual Spider-Man villain, too.
Oh, okay. He destroyed a lot of the town that they were in. And everybody saw it.
Yeah.
And I get that it's all, like, drones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, making people see all this stuff. But then when that went away, like, all of a sudden, the buildings are okay now. So, like...
It's just part of the illusion. So it's just another, like, Marvel plot hole.
Right. Like, if I were there, and, you know, one day, the Elemental attacked, and then the next day, the buildings are back.
Marvel movies this much.
Like, that bothered me.
Marvel movies are surface level.
I don't think they're always surface level. At least I don't think, like, with the Avengers and that whole franchise, I think that's deeper. We're not going to talk about it, though, because we disagree severely.
It's as deep as a toilet bowl.
Oh my god. I would recommend going to see Spider-Man Far From Home.
Stop giving Disney money. Go see Midsummer.
I would second that. I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to see it. But both would be good. So.
Just the one is good. Stop giving Disney money.
Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by for an episode of Coffee at the Matinee. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on Facebook? Yeah, we're on Facebook.
We're on
Castbox.
We're on Spotify. We're on the Castbox. Anchor. I got slightly Boston there.
Hara.
We're on all the things. Follow us on all the things. Keep tuned for season 2. Thanks.
Bye.